Beautiful, sunshiny day in late June 2002 on the grass where we'd like to spend the next several hours, except there's other things to do in the world. But we came over here outside the studios of WCFE Channel 57, Mountain Lake Public Television in Plattsburgh in the North Country to interview two very special ladies. Who are you?
My name's Danielle Howard.
Danielle, and
I'm Marie Mercier.
now why are we here? You guys are planning something very special.
Well, we're going to be walking 60 miles from Boulder to Denver this
I'm
August.
tired. I'm exhausted.
And we're doing it to raise money for breast cancer, for research and for, experimental drugs and new treatments.
No, that's 60 miles in 3 days.
I didn't think you were going to try to do it all on a Sunday afternoon.
No.
60 miles in 3 days, even on a bicycle, would be too much for me. But how did you guys ever get involved with this project?
Well, actually, Danielle, we were working out at the Court Club, and Danielle just happened to read an article in one of the magazines there, and she said, Marie, I want to do this. And I said, let's do it. It's going to be a challenge, but we're going to do it together. We're best friends, so we like to take on such activities.
So then what was the next step? You didn't just stand up and say, we're going.
I called the 1-800 number and requested a brochure, and they sent us a big, giant book, and we kind of thumbed through it, and we were trying to decide if it's something we wanted to get into because each of us has to raise a minimum of $1,900.
Oh, wow.
And we incur all of our own travel expenses and all of our, when we're out there, any sort of extra expenses we might have. Like, we're going out early, so we'll need to pay for our hotel and accommodations. So we had to decide if it's something we wanted to do instead of a vacation this year, and we decided we were going to do it, and so far we've raised almost $3,000.
Come on.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Almost there?
Almost there.
The community has been really, really supportive. Friends and family, of course, but a lot of the businesses that we've been sending letters out to. Danielle works at New Way Car Wash, and they were actually our biggest donor so far, $500. And we have also Kavanaugh Realty, who sent us $250, and North End Repair, another $250. So really people are pulling through. We have Peabody's, who's helping us raising money, McGee's Auto. So a lot of businesses are really helping us.
A flood of things are going through my mind. First and foremost is the fact that young people like you are deciding to forego a vacation to go and do something for somebody else. And I hope that this is a good lesson for other people your age, because we hear about kids on college and high school breaks who go and work for Habitat for Humanity.
Right.
We hear about people who join the Peace Corps. We hear about people who go across America to help somebody for one cause or another. I worked with a young woman. She and a friend got together and went up to Alaska to run a marathon.
Really?
For a health agency. Of course, breast cancer is a horrible killer in our nation. We're conquering some of these things, and we have a wonderful center right here, the Fitzpatrick Center at the CVPH Medical Center. But is there some special reason why you chose breast cancer?
We've both been affected by it one way or another. My great-grandmother had it. My mom's had cancer several times, not breast cancer, but other forms of cancer. And right now the statistics are just growing. 1 in 8 women will have it throughout their lifetime. And this year alone, 182,000 women will be diagnosed with it, and 40,000 will die. So being women ourselves, the only way you can treat it is to be proactive and do something about it before you're
Some
getting
of
it.
us would not like to face these things, but some of us must. Right?
That's right. And I believe the statistics, 182,000 women will be affected in a year in the United States alone, in which 40,000 of them will die. So, it's a challenge. This crusade is a challenge in many ways for us to walk the 60 miles to raise the money, and it's for research. So part of the challenge is to find, hopefully, a cure.
If I were you, I'd be looking through catalogs for the best walking and running shoes I could find.
Believe me, we have. Our feet are all blistered from all the training we've been doing, so. No, definitely no sandals.
That's not it, unless they have very, very good arch support. Are you really training?
We have. We've been running 5 to 7 miles a day. It's not the same as walking, but due to time constraints, we're both pretty busy that we don't actually have time to walk, 5 or 6 miles. So we figure if we can run it, most likely we can walk it.
Is there any reason why you couldn't jog it when you got there? Or is it a walking event?
Well, it's a walking event, although they do say that you can run parts of it if you want to. So I think we're going to try to give it a try and see what happens. But, you know, with the high altitude, we never know how it's
And
going
the
to
weather
affect
factor.
us. Of course.
And the weather, it's going to be in August, so
Camp out a few weekends on Whiteface and run up and down that 3 or 4 times, and you'll be either in shape or you'll be at the ER for the next 6 weeks. When is the event?
August 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Okay, we're recording this in June just to give our audience a little time perspective. How many people do you think you'll be joining out there in this event?
3,000 people, men
Come
and
on.
women.
Oh, yeah.
So this is a major fundraising event for
It
breast
is.
cancer.
And actually, this takes place in 13 cities throughout the United States. So, and it's throughout the year. And we just happened to choose Colorado because it fit our schedule. I mean, we both work 2 jobs. But, you know, from Boulder to Denver. And it's about 3,000 participants for each walk.
So far, they've had walks in 8 cities and raised $22 million. And that was the net proceeds. That's after they've covered all expenses.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah, it's great.
As we're taping this in late June of 2002, there are raging forest fires in the state of Colorado that are spreading a mist and haze through cities that are hundreds of miles away. I happen to have a granddaughter who's going to school and working out there, and it's horrendous. The biggest fire anybody in that area has ever seen. So let's hope that's all done with
Yeah,
let's hope so.
by August.
We just receive emails, actually. They send us updates, you know, on a pretty regular basis, and they said that the trails we'll be walking on haven't been affected and that they're getting the fires under wraps. So it's positive for us.
Well, you know what? I'm very impressed by what you both have done, by you as individuals and by the choices you've made here. Because unfortunately, those of us who watch the regular mainstream media, taking nothing away from regular network television and public television, because we're standing on their property here today, or from the newspaper, print media, or anything else, unfortunately, those people who are interested in covering the daily news are picking the most spectacular news of the day.
Right.
And unfortunately, a lot of it is negative. And unfortunately, a lot of it is directed at people your age who've committed crimes. Well, isn't it nice to turn the spotlight on yourselves with your charming smiles when you've made a commitment to do something? Doesn't that make you feel good already?
It really does. As we go home and check the mail every day and we get more donations or get phone messages from someone, it's kind of exciting for the 2 of us to call each other up at work and say, oh, guess what came in the mail today? Or, you know, we get our calculator out and add everything up. So,
not to mention that our lifetimes, not to wax philosophical or even try to be eloquent here, but our lifetimes are made up of a lot of small activities that we do. And if we're 50, 60, 70 years old and we haven't really lived life, then it's a shame because you can't go back.
go back.
That's right.
So this is a marvelous adventure.
It sure is. It sure is. And we actually can't wait to cross that finish line in Denver after walking our 60 miles. And that's going to be, the best of all, I think, after knowing that we've overcome everything. And we're going to be crossing that finish line for everybody who's given us the money, for everybody who's given us their support, and for everybody who is affected and will be affected by breast cancer.
Well, I hope I hope somebody takes a video out there. You gonna have
Of
any
course
friends
we
or
will.
family?
Absolutely.
no friends or family, it's just us. But we're going to bring video camera and regular cameras to take pictures.
Good.
So.
Make sure we get some of it because we'll have to get this on as a follow-up when you guys get back.
Great.
And I can't imagine what might happen next summer. Let's say a one-legged swim across Lake Champlain with your hands tied behind your back.
We'll keep that in mind.
Whatever you do, I know you're going to be successful at it. You're both charming ladies, and I wish you the very best of good fortune.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
How do you get money doing it?
Oh, money? Yes. How do we get money to you before we wrap it up? That's why we came here today.
Well, if anybody's interested in donating, they can either call
I forgot that.
call us at our home phone number, which is 566-7089, and we'd be happy to set up an appointment to go over things, get you a donation form. We can put it out in the mail, or we can have donations mailed to us at my work address, New Way Car Wash, 269 Margaret Street, Plattsburgh, New York, 12901, and it can be just sent attention to Danielle Howard or Marie Mercier.
And we'll accept checks up to $100,000.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And
It's all for a good
everything in
cause.
between. Best of luck, ladies.
Thank you.
very much.